Hi guys, what's going on? Ricardo here. Thank you so much for watching this video where I will reveal how you can captivate a man. If you want to know how to captivate a man and become the woman that every man adore, then this video is the right one for you to watch. So if you like it, please give it some likes, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and smash that notification bell so that I can notify you whenever I upload new videos here on YouTube. You see, most women think that you should never get angry in front of him. That is, if you want him to fall in love with you. However, that is completely wrong. I'm sorry to say, but it is. And that might be the real reason why you have failed with your past relationships. You see, the real reason here is something completely different. That one quality that he is looking for is essential. And every man longs for it. He wants to find that quality in you, even if he's not aware of it himself. But the good thing about this quality is that you don't need to memorize a lot of complicated words or sentences to convince him that you are the right woman for him. You don't have to give the man you love a lot of your time and energy in return for very little. And you don't have to be the funniest woman he knows. In fact, it's a myth that might have spoiled your relationship in the past with men. So now I will reveal more about what this quality is. And it's a little effortless quality to glow and charm a man without trying to do something at all. If you have that effect on men, he will do everything for you. Just imagine him being like a mindless puppy who just obey every whim that you have and do anything you desire, no matter what it is. All that matters is a look from you, and he will do it without even asking you. Many women throughout history had this effect on men. It forced men to go to war, cheat on their wives, and become incredibly irresistible to men. I'm talking about women like Cleopatra, Mary Queen of Scots, Catherine the Great of Russia, and more contemporary stars such as Ingrid Bergman, Marilyn Monroe, and also Susan Levin and Sarah Larson. So, would you like to captivate a man by using this effect, this Campfire Effect? Then you should click the link in the description below and watch that video. Now, there are 5 steps that are crucial if you are going to captivate a man. Before you do any of these 5 steps to captivate a man, you need to understand what he is actually looking for in a woman. It's not what you think it is, which I actually have explained to you already. Before you can captivate a man, you need to get his attention first, right? It's fairly easy once you know how to do it. And the good news is that you don't need to be a trained psychologist to do it either. All it takes is that you know how men fall in love with women. It's an entirely different way than you think it is, since the process of falling in love is very unusual for a man compared to a woman. You see, a man falls in love in a more logical and faster way than a woman, while it takes longer time for a woman to fall in love, right? So the second step is actually that you need to attract him the right way. Now that you have got his attention, you need to attract him the right way, as I just told you. Again, you might think that it has something to do with being friendly and polite to him, never get angry at him or in front of him, giving him everything, just everything he asks for, including sex, even when he doesn't ask for it. Nothing could, however, be further from the truth. Those are the exact mistakes most women do to men, and they are the reason for your failed relationships in the past. Instead, You need to understand the hidden increase of a male man. To understand what he is looking for in a woman such as yourself, it's something called the ladder effect here. And that is the one thing that attracts him to women. See, he starts with like and ends with love, and in between there are a couple of steps that I'm not going through in this video, because then the video would be over an hour long if I would go into all the nitty-gritty details about that. Step number 3 is that you tell him what kind of relationship you want. The third step is something many women overlook. You might think that you are attracting Mr. Right, just to get disappointed with him after finding out that he wasn't looking for the type of relationship that you wanted with him. So for that reason, I highly recommend that you write down what kind of relationship you want, so you know it and can tell him straight to his face on your date. The sooner the better. So preferably you already tell him that on your first date. Here are a couple of examples of relationships. You might have a casual dating. You might want to be in a friends with benefits relationship. Maybe you want the man to marry you. Maybe you want to have kids with him. Maybe you want a lifelong, committed, exclusive relationship with him. Admittedly, it will narrow down the men you will attract and that will date you. However, it gives you a higher quality of men to date. Even if the quantity is decreasing, the quality of the men you are dating increases, and thereby makes it a much higher chance to find the man that is Mr. Right for you. Clarity from your side will lead to less confusion, less bad dates, fewer disappointments, and ultimately fewer heartbreaks. So it's definitely worth it, ladies. And as another plus, it will also save you a lot of time in your search for Mr. Right. Number 4 might sound very simple, and it is to some extent. And that's when you become the woman he desires and he will become the man you want him to be. It might seem like you should change who you are just to fulfill his every desire, but it is never something you should do. Instead, you should model yourself around the woman he desires by being, or at least portraying yourself to be a bit like her, while still maintaining your unique personality and your unique abilities. You will notice an exciting mind shift in him. He will gradually change to the man you want him to be when you do it. So this is something that works on any man, and something I can attest to myself, since that's exactly what my girlfriend did to me. If you scratch his back a little bit, he will happily scratch yours a lot in turn. By giving him something he wants, he will start to think more about you, even when you are not around. It will make him fall in love with you without ever realizing it. However, the best way to make him fall in love with you is by having an impact on him and impress him out of his mind. Here is where the campfire will come into play and help you attract him. It will make you glow and light that spark, that hidden spark inside of his mind that no other woman can give him. He will then be able to give a relationship you want and desire. So above, I laid out the foundation for you and how you can attract the right man for you in a more sketchy way. However, if you want to get all the details, you have 2 choices. You can continue to read more about how to captivate a man online and never do anything about it, and that will ultimately not help you get the man you want. The other way to do it, however, is to stop doing your research right now after watching this video. I understand that it might feel like you're about to leave your comfort zone right now, but if you want it, to happen to you, you need to make it happen ASAP. The man you love will not miraculously show up at your doorstep tonight unless you do it. And that's when you know how to ignite that spark within yourself called the Campfire Effect that my friend Bob has discovered. That will help you captivate the man you want and get the relationship you desire and deserve. So, do you want it to happen fast and quickly? Then all you need to do is stop doing your research right now and click the link in the description below and watch that video and listen to how Bob explains everything to you. Now is the time when I summarize it, but before I do, please give it some likes, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and obliterate that notification bell so that I can notify you whenever I upload new videos here on YouTube, which I normally do on weekends. Now you know how you can captivate men fast, and I wanted to take a moment and summarize everything to you right here. When you have lightened the spark known as the Campfire Effect, you know how to attract the man the right way and ignite his love for you and his desire to be in a relationship with you and exclusively you. All it takes is either the long 5-step process that I have described above, and then you need to follow it to the T in order to get that relationship. However, most women fail to do it because they don't get all the details that you need to understand. By giving him something he wants, he will give you the relationship you want and desire. That's how everything is, and that's what everything boils down to here, ladies. If you don't feel that you want to waste a lot of time to date random men trying to find Mr. Right the old-fashioned way, that still works, of course. There is a faster way, and it's to ignite this spark in his mind that makes you entirely irresistible for him and to any man that you desire and you choose to use it on. So if you want this to happen to you, click the link in the description below. And I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I try to upload videos here to help men and women find love, the love that you deserve and desire, because I know that you are worth it. And I also want to say thank you for watching this video to the very end, and I also want to remind you that if you know a woman who needs to know about it, please share it with her as well. I wish you an amazing day, and I will see you in the next video.